All right. Good morning, everyone. People, previously we were done with the chapter of supply. Correct? How many of you did the homework? Up, up. You see yourself as the past student. Others, my condolences if you don't start working hard now also. I'm telling you since 4 days. Why? Why do I see only the same students studying and coming? Are they doing something special or are you guys too busy? Others, what happened? Why are you guys not studying at home? What are you doing at home that you are not studying? What are you doing at home that you are not studying? And others can study. I think all of you have same 24 hours, right? Correct or not, everyone? Please start studying. Please start studying. I'll tell you 10, 15 days. After that, I am gone. Then what will you do? Then you will not study. Exams will come. You'll say, oh no, I never studied GST only. You'll feel like that. Can we go ahead, everyone? Here. In the supply chapter. Anyone, any doubt from the supply chapter? Did you guys study at home? Very good. Chalo. Now listen, here in this question, can you tell me what is the mistake in point number 8? It should be actionable claim other than. I by mistake what I have done over here, I've cut these three should be cut, but I've cut this also. It should be actionable claim other than. Correct everyone? How many of you figured it out? Very good, smart students. Any actionable claim other than all this? Can we go ahead everyone? Actually, earlier it was lottery betting gambling, but nowadays it is not only lottery betting gambling, it is online gaming. So government went ahead and told specified actionable claim, and specified actionable claims are 6. Can we go ahead, everyone? Did you study the textbooks? Very good. Chalo. See, today if you study the textbook, you will be able to understand. If you tell me before the exam, there are a lot of students, they will never study today. 5 days before the exam, sir, do I need to study the textbook? What will I tell? What to do? Do you have a choice? You will have no choice. Sir, do I have to solve question answers? I'm like, why are you giving the exam only? Correct or not? But what to tell? Last moment, if I tell the student, I don't give exam, you tell a bad teacher. You have to tell whatever you have studied. Sir, can I only study the chart book and go? Baba, you will get 40 marks, but you will not get 70. I'm telling DT, IDT together, but if I tell you out of 50, if you want 40, 35, 45, then you have to do properly everything and go. Only if you do chart book and go, I'm 100% sure you will score 25, 24, 23. Why, sir? Because you know how important it is to write. Are you able to see that if you don't write and compare, you don't even realize, oh no, they were asking this. I'm writing this third class answer. Are you guys able to understand that realization is very important only if you have a comparable. If you don't compare now, last moment you will not get time to compare. And everyone is working hard in the world. Are you guys able to understand? Everyone is working hard. If you think, my friend, he is also sleeping, I will also sleep. Hey, Maga, you did homework? No, I will also not do. You don't even know he is studying. He is just telling, I'm not studying. You getting my point? And when your friend will pass, you will feel very bad. You see your neighbor only. You are studying. You are telling you are not studying. People, I will say one thing. You have to always encourage your friend to study. Saying, see, I am studying and you should also study. You always have to think one thing that in the world you are a good person. You are there to pick everyone up. You know what? One quality of a bad person is he always thinks bad for a person and he will try to pull that person down. You are not realizing one thing that when you are pulling one person down, no, you are yourself also going down. Are you getting my point? When you will pull your friend up, no, you will go first up and then your friend is also coming up. So you always have to be one person who is pulling people up, telling, hey, you study. We are all good boys and good girls and we have to pass together. You getting my point? So you always have to see your friend. See, I am studying and doing homework and come. I want that when I pass, you should also pass. And you should always encourage your friends to study. Be a good person. Be a good friend. Don't be jealous of your friend. Hey, if I tell him to study, he will pass. And you also study. Tell him also to study. You getting my point, everyone? Please study, start studying, guys. Trust me, in the last moment, you will not get time to do question answer. You will not get time to read textbook. Then you will say, sir, whatever revision is there on YouTube, I will see and go. You will get out of 50 mark, 20, 25 mark. But do you think that's enough to pass? Can I go ahead, everyone? Practicing question answer is must. Can we go ahead? Louder, everyone. Let's start the class. All gyan over. Everyone over here now. We started learning GST with what, everyone? Good, sir. People, we started learning GST with good, sir. If goods or service is being supplied, listen, everyone, I'll increase now. If supply is interstate supply or supply can be intrastate supply. Correct, everyone? If supply is interstate, what will be levied, everyone? IGST will be levied. If GST is, if supply is intrastate, what will be levied, everyone? CGST and SGST will be levied or UTGST will be levied. Once GST is levied, what do you do, everyone? Once GST gets imposed, what will you do? You'll have to collect and pay only if you are a registered person. So I will go ahead and say once GST gets levied, GST has to be collected and paid by whom, everyone? Collected. 1 minute. Collected and paid by a taxable person. Baba, in GST, we don't call a registered person. We call a taxable person. A taxable person is a person who is registered. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, I have a definition of registered person. So, we are today going to learn chapter number 5, which talks about a registered person. Can we go ahead, everyone? So, now we are going to learn what do you mean by a registered person, who is registered, who has to take registration, how he has to take registration, if he wants to cancel registration, how to do that. All that we'll be learning in the chapter of registration. Please come. People, whatever I'm leaving now, you don't worry about it. Please come to your chart number 7, registration. You have to learn GST in a flow. You have to learn GST in a flow, and that flow I'm going to teach you now. Now, everyone over here, listen. Can you see registration over here? Come to your chapter number 5. We are going to talk about registration. Everyone over here now, listen. When you say, people, whenever goods or service will be supplied, GST will be levied. Once GST is levied, GST has to be collected and paid by whom? By a taxable person. Who is a taxable person? Only if I am a taxable person, I will collect and pay. Supposedly, I am selling socks on the roadside, goods supplied, intrastate only. You are also here, I am also here, intrastate. Should I collect GST and pay? Why? Because I am not a registered. Who is a registered person? Who is a registered person? A person who has to take registration, might be who has crossed a turnover of 20 lakh, correct? See, so it has to be collected and paid by whom? Taxable person. What do you mean by a taxable person? See over here. A taxable person means a person who is registered. So tell me one thing. If I cross my limit of 20 lakh, as of now, you think registration limit is how much, everyone? 20 lakh. No. So if you think you have crossed your limit of 20 lakh rupees, what will you do? You will get registration. If you get registration done under GST, how do you get registration done? You go to gst.gov.in. Right. Come. See here, you have to go to services, registration, and you have to take new registration. Are we clear, everyone? Can you guys see this? So, Baba, this is how you take registration. Now, listen. If you take registration, what will you do? Once you get registration number, you will collect GST, pay GST, collect GST, pay GST. When you buy, you will get input. So when you collect, you will set off and you will pay balance. Do you guys agree with me? What does a GST में registered person do, everyone? He will collect GST, whatever input is there, he will set it off and balance he will pay to the government. For an example, I crossed 20 lakh, but I thought, hey, who will come to know? I will not take registration. I will not take it. Am I liable to take registration? But I did not take. I'm still a taxable person because it says a taxable person means who is liable to be. These sections and all you leave. Who is liable to be registered? You don't cut anything unless I tell you. Who is liable to be registered? So if I am liable to be registered, I crossed 20 lakh. I thought, hey, who will take registration? I will not even take registration. Now, if you don't take registration, people, if you don't take registration, still you are a taxable, and a taxable person has to pay the tax. It means he has to pay the GST. But did you take registration? No. If you don't take registration, no, you will not get input also. You will not have collect. You will not be able to collect also. But you have to pay out of your own pocket. So can you tell me what do you mean by taxable person? A taxable person means who is registered. Registered person, he will collect and pay. If you did not take registration, what will happen? If you did not take registration, you will not get input also. You can't collect also, but still you have to pay. When government catches you, government will say, "Hey, you are a taxable person. You did not take registration. That's your mistake. You have to pay GST to the government on the sales." Are you guys able to understand? Is my point clear to all? Now, sir, what do you mean by a registered person? You don't cut anything. A registered person means a person who is registered. So, tell me one thing. Is a registered person a taxable person also? Because once you take registration, you are also a taxable person. Can I go ahead, everyone? Who is a taxable person, everyone? A person who is registered or who is liable to be registered. Done. Now, everyone listen carefully. Come to your chart of registration. Registration may, can you see, we have section number 22, which will teach us who are the people who have to take registration. Person who are liable to take registration. So we'll be learning who are the people who has to take registration. Here we will be learning person who are not liable. Here we will be learning people who are required compulsory. It means section number 22 will tell us who are the people who has to take registration. 23 will tell us who are the people who does not have to take registration. Here they will tell, hey, even if you do 1 rupee ka turnover also, no, these people who are told over here will have to take mandatorily registration. Are we clear? Even if I do 1 rupee ka turnover and I am falling in section number 24. Let's go ahead and simple understand first of all who is required registration. If you read section number 22, section number 22 में 1, 2, 3 and 4 we'll have to go ahead and read. Let's go ahead and understand the first one. It says a supplier will be liable. A supplier will be liable. I sold goods to you. Who will be liable? Am I liable or you are liable? I am a supplier. I supplied the goods to you. Am I liable to register or you as a buyer you are liable? Supplier. First thing, supplier will be liable. Where will I be liable? In the state or union territory from where he makes taxable supply. So, if I am selling from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, will I take registration in Tamil Nadu or I will take in Karnataka? From where I am doing taxable supply. When I say taxable supply, it means if I am selling non-taxable supply, are they telling me to take registration? No. What people? What are the things which are non-taxable in GST? Alcoholic liquor for human consumption and HPMN. What is HPMN? High speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel, and natural gas. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, it says, for supplier will be liable in the state or UT from where he makes Taxable supply, number one, who is liable? Supplier. From where is he liable? The state from where he is supplying. When is he liable? When he crosses aggregate turnover of how much, everyone? People. So if you cross aggregate, ATO means what, everyone? Aggregate turnover of 20 lakhs. Let's first understand what do we mean by aggregate turnover. Do you guys agree with me? You have to understand what do we mean by aggregate turnover. So government is trying to aggregate. What do you mean by aggregate turnover? People, aram se sit, aram se listen. You remember supply now everything. Once one chapter will get over, you'll realize this chapter is very easy. From far, it looks like an elephant. When it comes near, you'll see, oh, rat is there, very small. Can we go ahead, everyone? Aram se relax, aram se sit, don't sleep. Everyone here now. We are going to understand what do you mean by what, everyone? Aggregate turnover. Aggregate and turnover. If I simply ask you, aggregate means what? Total. And turnover. So a person's total turnover. You know what government saw? That well, okay, tell me one thing. Government wants whom to collect GST? Whose turnover is more? Whose turnover is more? So government went ahead and told, we will go ahead and club all the turnover of a person. And when his turnover crosses 20 lakh rupees, we will tell him to take registration, collect GST and pay. So government told aggregate turnover. Aggregate means what, everyone? And turnover means what? Government gave a definition of turnover. Listen carefully. Turnover means all your taxable supplies. All your people, what do you mean by taxable supplies? On which GST is there, which are leviable to tax. For an example, I am making a supply on which 5% GST is there, 12% GST is there, 18% GST is there, 28% GST is there. All those are my taxable supplies. Is my point clear to all? People talk. Yes, everyone. Yes. Everyone stand up. Stand up. All your hands up, everyone. We will do 2 minutes exercise so people don't sleep. Ah, we will push down, out, up, no, up, up. Okay, everyone, wait. What else we'll do? Okay, one hand up. Okay, right hand up. Hey, right hand down. Sit down. Get up. Get up. Hey, fast. Get up. Sit down. Keep sitting down. Get up. Sit down. People sitting at home, get up. Everyone here, get up. Sit down. Now you feel not sleepy, no? We'll continue. Everyone over here now. We have aggregate and we have aggregate on turnover. Aggregate and turnover. Tomorrow I'll learn one or two exercise and come. Okay? Because I know only to go jogging. I will run, come back. So I have to learn exercise and come. Okay, everyone. Okay. Now I can't sit and do yoga. That all will start yoga. Everyone will say, sir, we are doing yoga and sleep. People here now. We have aggregate and we have turnover. When we read the definition, it says, people, if you don't talk again, I'll make you do exercise. So you have to tell. Aggregate turnover means all your taxable supplies. What is taxable supplies? On which tax is there. Do you guys agree with me? So tax able on which government can go ahead and charge tax. That is tax able. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everything is in the name only. Can we go ahead? See next. Hey, don't talk, Baba. Don't talk on the board. Means a supply of goods or service or both, which is leviable, on which tax can be imposed. The second one we have, they say in the definition is interstate supply. What do they say? Very important, Baba. This will come for 4 marks. So listen carefully. Interstate supplies. What do you mean by interstate supply? One state to another state. What if another state may have a branch? Will that be included? So if I am supplying from one state to another person, or I am supplying to my distinct person under the same pan, will that be also my turnover? Is that a supply? Is that an interstate supply? So that will also come in your turnover. Taxable supply, interstate supply. Third is they are telling even if you go ahead and export, no export. Export means sending goods from India to outside India. That will also come in your turnover. Taxable supplies, interstate supplies, export, and they are telling over here the next one is exempt supply. Exempt supply. Are we clear, everyone? Now, whenever I go ahead and say, what do you mean by exempt supply? Exempt supply ka one definition is there. Listen, in exempt supply, government says exempt supply means on which tax is not there. So exempt supply means nil rated supply. You don't write anything. Everything is there in your book. Aram se listen. Nil rated, wholly exempt supplies and non-taxable supplies. They are telling all these three supplies are exempt supplies. All these three supplies are exempt. You will tell me, sir, what do you mean by nil rated supply? Nil rated supply means as of now, on those items, government has gone ahead and kept the rate as 0%. What is the government doing, everyone? On those items, the government has kept the rate as 0%. So will you collect and pay any GST? For an example, I am selling some items which are nil rated. See, they are telling what are the nil rated items? Fresh fruits, vegetable, salt, honey, milk. All these are public necessity items. Public necessity items. So government is telling Ramesh, when you sell, no, please don't collect GST and pay. Why? If I collect GST for general public, it will become expensive. Do you guys agree with me? And hence government is telling Ramesh on honey, milk, salt, please don't collect any GST. See, Baba, for a rich person can afford everything. But if milk becomes expensive, a poor person will say, okay, we'll not take 1 liter, we'll take half liter. Are you guys able to understand? So government is telling, we'll not make poorer feel the or more poor. We'll not go ahead and collect any GST. Because if we collect GST from the poor now, later what will happen? We only have to give them money to live. Are you guys able to understand? Government told on basic necessity item, we will not collect GST. And government kept them under what? Everyone? Nil rated supply. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead? Now, sometime what happens, this you understood everyone, on which the rate of GST is only 0%. So do I have to collect anything and pay? Goods supplied, milk supplied, GST got levied. But do I have to collect anything and pay? No, because the rate of GST is only 0. The next one is wholly exempt supply. What do you mean by wholly exempt supply? I'll give you an example. Wholly exempt means, for an example, renting pay rate of GST is how much everyone rent? 18%. But government is telling Ramesh, people listen, government is telling Ramesh, whenever you are giving house on rent, if it is a residential house, don't make shelter expensive. Don't collect any GST and pay it to me. I am exempting by a notification. So wholly exempt means which government has exempted by what everyone? Government has exempted by a for an example, rate of GST on renting is 18. But if you rent out your rent residential house, then what do you do, everyone? It is exempt. If you give someone house for staying purpose, it is exempted from GST. So what do you mean by wholly exempt? On which GST is there, but still government says, Ramesh, don't collect and don't pay. Those items are wholly exempted. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead? Now, Everyone over here. Did you guys understood the first one? First one may government did not give any rate only. Government told nil rated means there is no GST at all. Tomorrow if government wants to start charge some GST on milk, what will government do? Government will increase the rate to 5%, 12%, whatever. So today, as of today, the rate of GST is how much? Nil. Zero. Can I go ahead? Second one is wholly exempt. What is wholly exempt, everyone? Rate of GST is there, but government issued one notification and told, hey, this item is exempt. Don't collect any GST. Are we clear? Even though GST is there, but government is telling, don't collect. So I will not collect and I will not pay. But tell me one thing. Renting rate is 18. If I am renting commercial property, will I collect and pay? Government issued notification only for what? Residential. Are you guys able to understand? So those items which are exempted by notification are known as what, everyone? Wholly exempt. Can I go ahead, everyone? Third one is non-taxable. You guys already know what government can't impose tax only. What are the things on which government can't impose? Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. And are we clear, everyone? 100%. Can we go ahead? Guys and girls, can I go ahead? Now, people, what government have done is nil rated supply, wholly exempt from tax supplies, and non-taxable supplies ko government have given one name. What is the name, everyone? Exempt supply. So exempt supply means what, everyone? Nil rated, wholly exempted, and non-taxable. If I go ahead and ask you what is nil rated, everyone, on which the rate of GST is only nil. What is wholly exempt? Which is exempt by means government has issued a notification and told, hey Ramesh, in public interest we will not collect. We have already told the rate, but still, please don't collect. First one may the government did not tell rate only. Second one may government told rate and told Ramesh you don't collect. And the last one is non-taxable, which can't be taxed at all. People, can the first two be taxed by the government? If tomorrow government wants to tax milk, what will government do? Increase the rate. Wholly exempt. If government wants to say residential property with GST has to be collected, then tear the notification and throw. Notification deleted. What will happen? Already rate was 18. What was protecting not to charge? Notification. Tear the delete the notification saying from today that notification is gone. Are we clear? What is non-taxable? Alcoholic liquor for. And I want to ask you one question. Will you answer, everyone? Alcoholic liquor, if government wants to tax tomorrow, can government do? Why no? They have to amend the constitution. Mother Act has to be amended. If government wants to tax HP man, what to do? Council has to give recommendation, then government can do. But as of today, these two items are non-taxable. Please tell me, what do you mean by aggregate turnover? They are telling in aggregate turnover, we will include all the taxable supply on which tax is there. We will include all the interstate supply. We will include all the exports, and we will include all the exempt supply. So you have to remember tie 2. Everyone listen to me very carefully. What are the items which are taxable in what are the items which will come in aggregate turnover? All my taxable supplies, all my interstate supply, all my exports, and all my exempt supply. What do you mean by exempt supply, everyone? Exempt supply means what? Nil rated, wholly exempt, and non-taxable supply. You will tell, sir, government is including everything in your turnover. Government is including. Why? Why does government include everything in my turnover? Because government wants me to cross the 20 lakh as soon as possible. Now you know what will happen. Government included taxable also, interstate also, exempt also, exports also. All these four included. So for an example, I am teaching. Morning I sell milk. Then I come to class. Then I go in the evening and I have an alcohol shop also. My morning ka turnover. People are you listen. What do I do in the morning, everyone? Milkman. Take everyone. Then what do? I come to class and teach. Then evening I go. I have an alcohol shop. Take everyone. Who is this? Everyone, drunk man. So this is my alcohol shop. I will sell what? Everyone, alcohol. Now listen. My milk turnover, selling milk turnover is 10 lakh. Teaching 2 lakh. Alcohol 5 lakh. Listen. What is my aggregate turnover? Do I have to take registration? My teaching turnover became 12. 10, 12 plus 5. How much? 27. How much is my turnover? 27. Do I have to take registration? Government says, Ramesh, when you cross 20 lakh rupees, you have to take registration. Now, my question, if I took registration, how did I take registration? Government did what? Government told Ramesh, include all your turnover because government wants to see who is a big person. Now, my turnover is how much? 27. Government is selling Ramesh. Now you have to take registration and you have to collect GST and pay. Can you tell me, everyone, if I now come under registration, on which turnover will I collect and pay? Milk? No. Teaching? Yes. Alcohol? No. Means government is selling, I don't want GST on exam, non-taxable and all. I want GST only on taxable. But to make you a bakra, first I have to include all your turnover. If government would have told me that you will have to take registration only when your taxable supply crosses 12 lakh, I will come under turnover very late. Government wants many people under turnover of 20 lakh. Why? Once I become people, once I cross 20 lakh, no, I'll become collecting agent of the government. Collect, pay, collect, pay. So government wants more people under GST registration. So what government says, I will take all your turnover and I will see if your turnover is big, you are a big person, you have to take registration. Did you guys get the thought of the government? So government is telling over here that see, your turnover will include taxable supply, people with me, interstate supply, exports, and exempt. Is my point clear? I'll ask you one question. You know reverse charge mechanism? For an example, I'll tell you when does reverse charge mechanism come? I'll give you one example. Okay, everyone, listen. For an example, everyone here now, listen. For an example, I am a director in a company. I am a director and this is a company. I am a director in a company. I give my services to the company and company goes ahead and pays me 2 lakh rupees per sitting. In a year, how many sitting? 4 sitting. How much will I earn? I am the supplier, company is the recipient. Government says, hey Ramesh, you know what? Hey company, you will pay Ramesh 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 4 sitting in a year. He will maximum earn 8 lakh rupees. Will I ever take registration? Will I ever collect GST and pay? But government saw all the directors in the country are earning 4 lakh, 8 lakh, 10 lakh, 12 lakh because per sitting 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees, 4 sitting in a year, they are never going to cross 20 lakh. Now, how does government want GST? Government told, hey, listen, company, hey, company, listen. Whenever you are taking any director's service, no, you have to pay the GST under. See, you are the recipient, right? You should pay him the GST and he should pay it to government. But he is never a registered person. Why? Why, everyone? Because his turnover is not crossed 20 lakh. Are we all clear, everyone? So when his turnover is not crossing 20 lakh, you do one thing. When you take his service, no, you should pay the GST under RCM. To whom? Company is telling my turnover is not 20 lakh. Government is telling doesn't matter. I told no. Reverse charge mechanism you have to pay. You know what? When you have to pay tax under reverse charge, we will see that a person who is required to pay tax under reverse charge has to compulsorily take registration and pay the GST under RCM. Is my point clear to all? Now, my question to you all, everyone, listen. I gave services to the company. Company pays the GST under RCM. So I gave the services to company. Company paid the tax. Did the company give it to me? Did the company give the tax to me? Or company only paid? Supposingly, I am the company. You gave me some services. I paid you the tax. I paid you the amount of the services, and I paid the GST under reverse charge. Just because I paid the GST, is it my turnover or your turnover only? Whose turnover it is? One person. People listen. One person gave me some services. One person gave me some services, and one person gave me some services, and I paid him the amount. Government told, hey, you listen. When you took the person ka services, whose turnover it is? Person Ram gave me some services. I am the company. On the Ram ka services, I paid the GST under RCM. Just because I paid the GST, is it my turnover or still Ram ka turnover only? Sure, everyone. So, if I tell you, if a person, supposingly, I am a company, I took some inward supply, I took some inward supply, I took some supplies, and I paid the tax under RCM. Why did I pay the tax under RCM? Because government told. Because government has told that on this amount, you pay him only the value. This guy, you pay him only the, you don't pay him the, because he is not a registered person only, you pay the GST under RCM. My question is it Ram ka turnover that he gave the supply? This supply is Ram ka turnover or company ka turnover? Ram's turnover. Why? And it is Ram ka sale. Company is just paying the GST. Just because the company paid the GST, does it become company ka turnover? Are you sure, everyone? So, whenever you take any inward supply on which you pay the GST, it never becomes your turnover. Are we clear, everyone? It is whose turnover? So, remember one thing, whenever you are calculating aggregate turnover, they say in turnover, if you have taken any inward supplies on which you have paid the GST under RCM, then they are telling that, sir, it is not your turnover. You should always exclude it from your turnover. I'll give you one more example. One simple example I'll give you of an agriculturist. Okay, this is one agriculturist. Okay, this is one agriculturist. What is this agriculturist doing, everyone? This is supposingly me over here, Ram, and this is an agriculturist. Whenever one agriculturist sells BD leaves, you know BD leaves to, and this guy, he is the supplier, he is the recipient. Do you guys agree with me? Government says whenever an agriculturist sells BD leaves, you will pay him the amount, value. Do you think agriculturist will ever take registration? 1 minute. Government have told already. If you are an agriculturist, you are not liable to take. It means this agriculturist will never collect GST. Government told agriculturists are never required to take. He produced BD leaves and he sold it to you. You gave him the value. Do you think this supplier will ever take registration, collect GST and pay to the government? But government wants GST on BD leaves. What to do? Government told Ram as the Bakra and told, hey Ram, you pay the GST under. My question, everyone, listen carefully. I am Ram. Just because I paid the GST under RCM, is it my turnover or is it still agriculture's turnover? Sure. So tell me one thing. If I have taken any inward supply on which I paid the tax, is it my turnover or I have to exclude it from my turnover? Sure, everyone. I'll ask you one more question. I am going ahead. People, so what will you do? Any any inward supply on which you pay the GST under RCM. You took some supplies, you paid the GST. Just because you paid the GST, is it your turnover? You took some importation of service from outside India. Is it your turnover? Importation of service pay, you paid the GST under RCM, correct? Is it your turnover or outside person turnover? Sure, got it. So you should always exclude what, everyone? Inward supplies on which you pay the GST under RCM. I'll ask you one question. What about my outward supply My outward supply on which you pay the GST. If I went ahead and gave, I am the agriculturist. I am the agriculturist, or not agriculturist, supposingly. Okay, you think from agriculturist point of view. If I am a person, I am selling all the goods, everything. I gave you some supply. On that supply, you paid the GST. That's my outward supply. Outward GST paid under RCM by recipient. People, my question, everyone listen. I did a supply on which I did not pay the tax. I gave the supply to you. You paid the GST under RCM. Is it my turnover or not my turnover? Is it my turnover or not? Sure. I'll ask you one more thing. You are telling yes. I am a director. I gave the services to the company. Is it company ka turnover or my turnover? Company paid the GST. My turnover. Do you guys agree with me? So, if I am seeing from this side, I took director ka services, I paid the GST. Whose turnover? Mine or director? So, I should always exclude inward supply on which I am paying the GST under. If I have given some service, I am the director. I have given some services to a company. Company will pay the GST. If company is paying the GST, whose turnover? It is still mine. So any outward supply, people, outward supply on which recipient pays the GST, recipient's turnover or my turnover? Array outward means your only. Inward means purchases. Purchases are never your turnover. Turnover means what? Sales. Are we clear, everyone? Did you guys get it? I'll ask you again. Inward supplies, tax paid by me. Include, exclude. Outward supply, tax paid by company. Outward supply, tax paid by company. It is my turnover. Are we 100% clear? Can I go ahead? Chalo. Outward supply, RCM by recipient, it will be included in your turnover. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, people, tell me one thing. You know, when you will go ahead and sell, you sold supposingly for 10 lakh rupees. You will collect 18% GST. Is GST your turnover? I sold goods to Kamal. 1 lakh rupees ka goods, 18,000 rupees GST I collected. What is my sale? 1 lakh or 1 lakh 18? Why 1 lakh? 18,000 is not my turnover. It is government ka turnover. I will collect and I will pay it to the. So remember, CGST, SGST, IGST, UTGST, all these are never your turnover. Please always exclude from your turnover. People, I gave you only two things. Now you tell me, what do you mean by turnover? Turnover means all your taxable supply, all your interstate supply, all your exempt supply, all your export. Correct? Fourth thing, tie two. What are the things you will exclude? What are the things you will exclude? Number one, inward supply. Inward supply. I paid the GST. Is it my turnover? No, exclude it from your turnover. Secondly, I collected and paid GST. Is GST my turnover? Always remove GST from your turnover. Can I go ahead, everyone? This is the meaning of turnover. So, people listen. So, in every state, what will I do? I will take. People listen, sir. I am doing business in Karnataka. I am doing business in Tamil Nadu. I am doing business in Delhi. Every state may I should calculate taxable supply, taxable, interstate, 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 exempt, 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 export, export, export. ठीक है everyone, you should always exclude, remove inward supply because inward is your purchases and you should always exclude GST. You should always, Baba, you should not do deduct. You should forget it because it's never your turn. If you deduct, your this turnover will. Did you guys understand? You are not required to deduct. I told forget it. It's never your turnover. Can you tell me? So what will I do? This is my turnover. This is my turnover. This is my. What did I not include in this? Inward supplies and GST. Did I include all my outward supplies? Clear? This is my turnover in the state of Karnataka. This is my turnover in the state of Tamil Nadu. This is my turnover in the state of Delhi. People, if I tell you all the three registration are under my pan only, all these three are under me only. All these three are under here turnover is 5 lakh, here turnover is 8 lakh, here turnover is 8 lakh. Can you tell me my turnover in Karnataka 5 lakh, my turnover in Tamil Nadu 8 lakh, my turnover in Delhi? What is my aggregate turnover? Government says, Ramesh, I will see your pan India turnover. I will see your pan India turnover. If your pan India turnover crosses 20 lakh rupees, you will become liable for. It means all my distinct person who are under my pan only, total will be seen. Correct, everyone? Do you guys agree with me? And hence, can you tell me what do you mean by aggregate turnover? Aggregate means pan wise on all India basis. Pan wise on all India basis, the turnover will be seen. Is my point clear to all? So, can you tell me what is aggregate turnover? Pan wise all India ka turnover is known as aggregate turnover. I'll ask you some questions and then we'll go ahead. Everyone, listen over here. See here, people over here. Why do you have to learn to calculate aggregate turnover, everyone? Why do you have to learn to calculate aggregate? Because only if your aggregate turnover crosses 20 lakh, you are liable to register. Do you guys agree with me? So let's learn how to calculate aggregate turnover. Everyone here. Rajesh Dynamics, having its head office in Chennai, carries on. People, you participate in the class. On the board, everyone. But trust me, it is there in your book also. Pakka it is there. You see. Rajesh Dynamics has its head office in Chennai. Rajesh Dynamics, his office is in Chennai. Carries on the following activities with respective turnover. Supply of petrol, taxable, non-taxable. Petrol, everyone, will it come in your turnover? Because turnover says taxable supplies, interstate supplies, export, and exempt. My question is, this petrol which is there, where will it come? 18 lakh. Anyone, any doubt? Next, value of inward on which tax is payable under RCM. People, inward, is it your purchase or sale? Turnover means sale, not purchase. So what will you do? Ignore. Will you delete it or ignore it? Because if you remove from here, then Baba, this will become 9. Mathematics. You understood, everyone? Next. So you have to remove, not remove it. You have to forget it. Exclude it. Next. Supply of transformer oil at Chennai, Tamil Nadu, taxable at the rate of 18%. Taxable supply, interstate, exempt or export? Array, it is not it is transformer oil. Is transformer oil non-taxable? It is a taxable at 18. Which one will it come? Taxable, interstate, exempt or export? How much? 2 lakhs. Next, value of branch transfer from Chennai to Bangalore without payment of consideration. People, Bangalore to Chennai, interstate supply to your own branch under the same pan. Is it your turnover? Where will it come? Interstate. Where? How much? 1 lakh? 1.5 lakh. Anyone, any doubt? Next, value of taxable supply at Manipur branch. People, it means you have one Manipur branch also. Manipur branch may you have to say taxable, interstate, exempt, export. They are telling taxable supply at Manipur branch 11.5. Are we clear till here? Arey, I told you, first you calculate turnover, 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 every state ka, and then we will aggregate. Now, did you guys get the first one, second, third, fourth, and the last one? Is it clear? Next, it argues that you leave it. First, I want to check what is the turnover. This is how much? 21 point. It is your turnover at which state? Chennai. Here, how much is the turnover? 11.5. So your turnover over here is 21. Here it is 11.5. What is your aggregate? Means turnover. Aggregate means total. This turnover and this turnover is how much, everyone? See, 33 lakhs. Remaining question you will not understand now. Next. Can you see this question, everyone? Do this question now quickly and tell me the turnover, aggregate turnover. People watching at home, calculate the aggregate turnover. People, Gopal Das and Co. Is a manufacturer and registered supplier under regular scheme. It furnishes the following for the year ended 31st March. Intrastate supply of goods, GST at the rate of 18. What supply it is? Taxable, interstate, exempt, export. Intra it is intra. Tax is at the rate of 18. What will you call? Taxable. Goods exported, export. Inward supply, will you take? No. Transfer of goods to branch. Intra or interstate supply? Will it come in interstate supply? How much? 50 lakh. Can you tell me taxable supplies, exempt supply, export supply, and interstate supply? What will be your turnover? 1 minute. There is GST included. What did I tell you? You should always exclude GST. Can you tell me, everyone, what is your taxable supply? What is your interstate, export, and exempt? Taxable supply, it says 70 lakh 80,000, but this includes what? 18% GST. So I will do what? 100 plus 18 into 100. I will exclude GST. Can you tell me how much it is? 60 lakh. Then interstate, 50 lakh. Then export, how much? 32 lakh. Anything else? How much is your turnover? 142 lakhs. Did we get the answer, everyone? Did you guys get it? Sure. Chalo, do one thing, everyone. Do this question. Everyone here now. Number one, outward supply of petrol. What will you take it as? Taxable supply, interstate supply, exempt, and export. Let's see. People, petrol is what? Intra or petrol is taxable supply, interstate, exempt, or export. It is a non-taxable supply which will come in exempt supply. How much? 4 lakhs. Next, transfer of exempted goods to its branch in Rajasthan, interstate. Is it an interstate supply? Is it supplied from one branch to another? How much? 2 lakhs. Outward supply of taxable goods. Outward means sales by his branch in UP. Baba, he also has a branch in 1 minute. Outward supply to a tax of taxable goods by his branch in UP. It means One we are calculating for one branch he has in Odisha, which we are calculating over here. One more he has in UP. So can you tell me, he is telling outward supply of goods by his branch in UP. It means his outward supply, taxable supply in UP is how much? Did you guys get this point? I am telling you have to calculate turnover, 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 and then aggregate. Can I go ahead? So first one was his Odisha ka sale. Second one is what everyone? UP ka sale. Can I go ahead? Next. Outward supply of service on which tax is payable under RCM by the recipient. Outward supply. Recipient will pay the tax. Whose turnover? Recipients or mine? Mine. Where will it come? 6 lakh. Outward means your taxable supply. 6 lakh will come. Outward means your sale. And when tax has to be paid, it's a taxable supply. Is my point clear? Next. Inward. Inward. Is it your turnover? No. Can you tell me what is your turnover in Odisha and UP? 12 lakh. What is your aggregate turnover? I am teaching you now, not from exam point of view how to write. I am teaching you that first you should calculate one state ka turnover, then one state, and then you should aggregate. In exam, you don't have to do that. You can write it together and come. But for learning purpose, one state ka turnover is known as that state ka turnover. Another state ka turnover, total it, and you will get aggregate turnover. People, are we clear with this? Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here. Q Limited is engaged in supplying of taxable goods from the following state. The particulars of intrastate supplies for the month are given. Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, and Tripura. 5 lakh, 14 lakh, and 12 lakh. Can you tell me what is the aggregate turnover? 30 is the 31 lakh is aggregate turnover. Other things you will not understand. But did you understand how to calculate aggregate turnover? People with me now, tell me how do you calculate aggregate turnover? First, you will see turnover and then you will aggregate all the turnover. Turnover means everyone taxable, interstate, exempt, export. What will you exclude? Inward supply and GST. Outward supply is included. Is my point clear to all? Everyone, I'll ask you one question. Tell me one thing. If there is a principal, if I am an agent and there is a customer, people, principal, agent, and customer. Principal supplied the goods to the customer in the invoice of the principal. Whose turnover, everyone? You all got this? Whose turnover? Principal. I supplied on behalf of the principal. If I supply on behalf of the principal, it means invoice will be in my name. Whose turnover? If I give the invoice in my name, it's my turnover. Are we clear? And is there a supply by principal to me also? That will be whose turnover? Principal's turnover. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Did you guys get the meaning of aggregate turnover? Everyone in your chart. Aggregate and turnover. Aggregate and turnover. See here. Aggregate means pan wise on all India basis. It means on all India basis you have to see the turnover. And turnover means tied to taxable, interstate, exempt, export. TIE square. Taxable, interstate, exempt, export. What will you always exclude, everyone? Inward supply under RCM and GST. People, note, note everyone. Include supplies made on behalf of principal, that is, invoice for further supply is in the name of the agent. If I am going ahead and supplying on behalf of my principal, then whose name the invoice will be there? In my name. Will it come in my turnover or principal ka turnover? I gave the invoice in my name. Is it my turnover or principal ka turnover? My turnover. So if I am supplying on behalf of the principal, I am giving the invoice, then whose turnover? My turnover. Is my point clear? Next. The job work wala point, 1 minute, I'll teach you. Outward supply, tax payable under RCM, include in turnover. Outward, you are paying the GST. But whose turnover it is? My turnover. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Supply by a registered job worker include in the turnover of principal. Listen, you know what is a job worker? You remember treatment or process on other person's goods? When I gave you the goods to do the treatment or process, for an example, listen everyone, I made these bottles. Everyone here, I made this bottles. I gave the bottles, supposingly, madam, your name? Pooja. I gave the bottles to Pooja. I told Pooja, madam, you do the paint on the bottle and give the bottle back. She is doing job work. She is doing treatment or process on my goods. She is known as a job worker. And what she did was a service. Are we clear, everyone? Now listen. This is Pooja over here, job worker. Okay, everyone. This is one of the customer, which is my customer. Okay, everyone. I had sent the bottles to Pooja and I told Pooja, do the job work and keep all the bottles ready. She painted all the bottles and she have kept all the bottles ready. Everyone tell me one thing. You know what happened? I suddenly got an order from a customer Ram. Ram told me, Ramesh, I need some painted bottles. Do you have bottles ready with you? I told, it's there with my job worker. I will do one thing. I will send my truck there. I will send my truck there, put all the bottles in a truck, and I will send it to you. Tell me one thing, everyone. Whose turnover is this? Is this the turnover of the job worker or it is my turnover? Think. It is my turnover. Bottles belong to whom? Me. So when I sold from job workers' premises. But whose bottles were this? Your. So see, supply of goods by registered job worker. If you are selling from where, which premises? Job workers' premise include in the turnover of the principal. It means I am the boss. It will come in my turnover there. Is my point clear to all? I'll ask you one more time. I went ahead and sent some bottles for painting to Pooja's premises. She did the painting. She has made the bottles ready. Is the job work done? She was about to send it back to me. I told, madam, you keep it. I have a customer there. From your premise, I will directly send there only. Whose sale? Her sale or my sale? My sale. What is her sale? That job worker service which I have given. Is my point 100% clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Think and tell me, are you all 100% clear with this aggregate turnover? Then I will go ahead. Take 1 minute, everyone. Think and then I will go ahead. Done reading, everyone. Done reading, everyone. Everyone over here now. People over here. Tell me one thing. What did we learn in aggregate turnover? You have to tell me. I'll close the discussion. Okay, everyone. Aggregate turnover means taxable supply, interstate supply, exempt supply, export supply. Every state ka I will calculate. I will aggregate. It will become my aggregate turnover. Inward supply, I am paying the tax. Is it my turnover or their turnover? Very good, their turnover. I collected from you. People don't talk. I gave you time to talk. Always. Correct or not? Now you don't talk. Now you listen. Okay? I collected sale का amount. I collected GST. GST is my turnover or government का turnover. Will C GST, SGST, IGST, UT GST, all this come in my turnover? No. Then I went ahead. I went ahead. I'm a job worker. I'm a job worker. Somebody sent me goods. I did the job work. I kept the goods ready. This guy got a customer here. I sent the goods to him. Whose turnover? Job worker ka turnover or principal? Principal. Okay. Principal ka turnover. Now, the next one is principal sent me the goods. I sold the goods. I am an agent. I sold in my invoice. My turnover or principal ka turnover? My turnover. Got it. Are we all clear till here? I did some outward supply. You are going to pay the tax. Outward means my sale. Is it my turnover or your turnover? My turnover. Remember, inward means purchases. Purchases are never turnovers. Outward means sales. Sales are always your turnover. Is my point 100% clear? Can I go ahead? Now listen. Now they are telling over here a supplier will be liable in the state or UT from where he makes what? Taxable. So if you are going ahead and supplying from a state, exempt supplies, will you take registration in that state? If you are going ahead and supplying from a state taxable supply, then you have to take a supply registration in the state from where he is doing taxable supply if his aggregate turnover crosses 20 lakh rupees. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. So when your turnover crosses how much? And then they are telling if you are doing taxable supply from special category state, which is M square NT. Sir, what is M square NT? Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura. What is it, everyone? Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura. Actually, you remember special category states? Humans of Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. In that, all the states who were there, no? In that, all the states who were there went and told the government, sir, we don't want 10 lakh a turnover, we want 20 lakh a turnover only as the limit. And hence, only some four states remained who told, sir, okay, for our state, you can keep the turnover limit as 10. For all the other states, the GST Council made the limit as how much, everyone? It means, does all the special category state have 10 lakh a limit? No. The government told if you are doing business from Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura, for you the limit will be how much, everyone? 10 lakhs. I'll ask you some question and then we'll go ahead. Everyone over here. Number one, state. I am there in the state of, people you tell me, I am there in the state of Manipur. Limit for me, 10 lakh. I am there in the state of Tripura. Limit for me, 10 lakhs. I am there in the state of Karnataka. Limit, 20 lakhs. I am there in the state of Haryana. 20 lakhs. I am there. Okay, till here it is clear. Okay. So what they are telling is, if you are going ahead and doing taxable supply from special category state, then you will be liable if the aggregate turnover crosses 10 lakh and only with special category state M square and T. Are we clear, everyone? Chalo, I'll go ahead and ask you some question and then we'll go ahead. Everyone over here. I am there in the state of Karnataka also. I am there in the state of Tamil Nadu also. What is my turnover? Here my turnover is 5 lakh. Here my turnover is 15 lakh. Can you tell me what is my, okay, 14 lakh. What is my aggregate turnover? 19 lakhs. Can you tell me what is my applicable aggregate turnover to me? What is applicable to me? 1 minute. In Karnataka, for Karnataka, how much is the limit? For Tamil Nadu, how much is the limit? It means will I get 40 or what will I get? How much will be my limit? Always see whichever is lower. How much is the lower limit? 20 lakh. Have I crossed 20 lakh? If I have not crossed, will I take registration? I'll again ask you. People listen. I am there in the state of Delhi also. I am there in the state of UP also. In Delhi, my turnover is 5 lakh. In UP, my turnover is 22 lakh. What is this is my turnover. Turnover means every state ka turnover. What is my aggregate turnover, everyone? 15, 5 plus 22. Anyone, any doubt? What is the applicable aggregate turnover? Applicable to me. 1 minute. For Delhi, the limit is 20. For UP, the limit is, what is the lower limit? The limit applicable to me is, it will not become 40. You have to see lower of the two. Are we clear? It means a person ka, if he has multiple states में registration also, it is not that 20 plus 20 plus 20 will get. No, no, no. For a person, the limit will be lower of these two. Is my point clear? So what is the limit applicable to me? Have I crossed 20 lakh? If I have crossed, I should take registration in all the states from where I am doing taxable supply. For an example, I am doing the taxable supply from both the states, so I should take registration in both Delhi and UP. Can I extend my example? Are we clear till here, everyone? Chalo, I'll give you one more example. I am there in the state of Delhi also. I am there in the state of Manipur also. Delhi, I am doing taxable supply. Here also, I am doing taxable supply. My question over here is, my aggregate turnover in Delhi is 5 lakh and Manipur is 8 lakh. Can you tell me what this is this is okay, not aggregate turnover, turnover. What is the aggregate turnover for me? 13 lakh. Can you tell me what is the applicable aggregate turnover? 1 minute. Delhi, how much? Manipur, how much? It means as soon as. Okay, what will be the limit applicable? It means if you are doing business from any special category state, your turnover will fall down to 10 lakh rupees. Are we clear, everyone? Now, you tell me, have I crossed 10 lakh rupees? Yes, I will have to take registration from where I am doing taxable supply. Can you tell me where am I doing taxable supply from? Manipur also and Delhi also. So I have to take registration in Delhi also because people, whenever you cross the aggregate turnover which is applicable to you, have I crossed already? So I have to take registration in the state of Delhi also and Manipur. You will tell, sir, but Delhi limit is 20. No. Government says, Ramesh, if you are there in one special and one non-special state, then your limit for you only will become 10 lakh. Are we clear? Have I already crossed 10 lakh? It means now, people listen, I have to take registration from Delhi also and Manipur. So I'll take from Delhi also. And in Delhi, I will collect Delhi ka CGST, SGST, pay to Delhi government. In Manipur, CGST central government, Manipur SGST to Manipur government. Remember, in GST, there is no concept of pan India turnover. There is no concept of pan India turnover. In GST, it is state-wise turnover which you have to take. Can we go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here. I'll give you some example. Let's understand and then we'll go ahead. People read this. What does it say? It says supplier will be liable in the state or UT from where he makes what, everyone? Taxable supply if the aggregate turnover crosses 20 lakh rupees. I'll ask you one question. And second one is, if you are doing provisos means what, everyone? Exceptions. Exceptions. Proviso can mean an exception. Proviso can mean an addition. Proviso can mean an exception also, and proviso can mean an addition also. Are we clear, everyone? Now, it says if you are doing taxable supplies from special category state, ST means state, M square NT, then you will be liable if your aggregate turnover crosses how much? 10 lakh rupees. Now, everyone over here now. I am there in the state of Karnataka. I am doing taxable supply. People, please listen. My turnover is 15 lakh. What is the aggregate turnover? What is my aggregate turnover? 15 only. What is the applicable aggregate turnover limit to me? 20 lakh. First step you have to see. Have I crossed 20 lakh rupees? Do I have to take registration? Okay. In the same one, I am there in the state of Karnataka doing taxable supply. My turnover is 25 lakh. What is the aggregate turnover? 25. Have I, what is the applicable? Have I crossed 20 lakh? I have to take registration. Once I cross the aggregate turnover, I have to take registration from where I am doing taxable. Where am I doing taxable supply from? Karnataka. So I should take registration in Karnataka. Is my point clear to all? I'll go ahead and explain now. Third one. I am there in the state of Karnataka and I am doing non-taxable supply. My turnover is 25 lakh and uh, what is my aggregate turnover? 25 lakh. What is the applicable limit? Have I crossed 20 lakh? I have to take registration from where I am doing taxable. Am I doing taxable supply? So it means I will not take any registration because alcoholic liquor, where I am not required to pay any tax only, why will I take registration? Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? I'll go ahead and explain the next one. People, listen carefully. I am doing business. People over here. I am doing business from the state of Karnataka also. And for an example, Maharashtra also. Here I am doing taxable supply. Here also I am doing taxable supply. Here my turnover is 10 lakh. Here my turnover is 15 lakh. First step, you should calculate aggregate. Always remember, first step you should calculate aggregate. How much is aggregate? 25 lakh. Then you should calculate applicable aggregate turnover. Can you tell me what is applicable? 1 minute. Karnataka, what is the limit? Maharashtra, what is the limit? What is the lower limit? 20 lakh. Have I crossed 20 lakh rupees? Have I crossed? I should take registration in the state from where I am doing. If I cross the aggregate turnover, then I should take from where I am doing taxable supply. It means I should take registration in Karnataka also. I should take registration in Maharashtra also. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Next, I'll give you one more example. I am there in the state of Karnataka also. I am there in the state of Maharashtra also. Karnataka taxable supply, Maharashtra non-taxable supply. Okay, everyone, on which tax is not there. Are we clear? Now, my turnover over here is supposingly 10 lakh and here 15 lakh. What is my aggregate turnover, everyone? What is my aggregate turnover? 25 lakh. Puja on the board. First listen. First understand the concept. Everyone, my turnover will be 25. What is the applicable aggregate turnover? 1 minute. For Karnataka it is 20 lakh. For Maharashtra it is 20 lakh. What is the lower limit? 20 lakh. People, you know what? Whenever you are doing a state say non-taxable supply, don't even write the aggregate applicable aggregate turnover because in that state you are not required to take registration only. Are you guys able to understand? So can you tell me what will be the limit now? 20 lakh. Have you crossed 20 lakh? Yes. In which state will you take registration? Where you are doing taxable because the law says you should take registration from the state you are making. When your aggregate, people, you should read it like this. When your aggregate turnover crosses 20 lakh, you should take registration. Supplier should take in the state from where he is doing. Where is he doing taxable? So I should take registration in Karnataka. And logical also, no. Where I am doing non-taxable supply means where I am not required to pay any tax only. Why will I take registration? Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead and expand the example little? Everyone over here now. I want to go ahead and ask you for an example. I am there in the state of Karnataka also. I am there in the state of Tripura also. Okay, everyone. Here I am doing taxable supply. Here also taxable. Here my turnover. People listen. Here my turnover is supposedly 10 lakh and here my turnover is 5 lakh. First step is to calculate what everyone? Aggregate turnover. Can you tell me? 15 lakh. Second step is to calculate applicable aggregate turnover. Can you tell me? Taxable and taxable. How much? Karnataka and Tripura. Karnataka 20, 10. What limit will be applicable? 10 lakhs. Anyone, any doubt till here? Have I? Third step. Check. Have you crossed the aggregate turnover applicable? Yes. Fourth step. You should take registration in the state you are doing. Which state are you doing taxable? So I should take registration in which state? Karnataka and Tripura. Are we all 100% clear till here? I'll give you one more example. People, seventh one. People, seventh one. I am there in Karnataka. I am there in Manipur. Can I do my business from two states? One can be special, one can be not special. My turnover here, okay. I am doing taxable supply. Okay. I am doing non-taxable supply. I am doing taxable supply from here. Here I have a petrol pump. Here I am selling taxable supplies. Can I go ahead, everyone? My turnover is 10 lakh. My turnover is 15 lakh. First step, aggregate turnover. How much? 25 lakh. Second step, applicable aggregate turnover. 1 minute, everyone. When you are doing non-taxable supply, you will put it as dash. I don't have to take registration only because I am doing what? Non-taxable. See here, any person exclusively engaged in supplying of goods that are not liable or wholly exempt. If you are not liable only to pay any tax, don't take registration in that state. Tell me one thing, what will you put here? Dash, because non-taxable. Can you tell me in Manipur how much is the limit? What is the limit applicable? Have you crossed 10 lakh? It means you are a big person. You have crossed your limit. You should take registration where? Manipur. I hope people got it till now. I'll give one more example. Let's see. You tell me, okay, everyone? Karnataka and Mizoram. Sir, I will do Maharashtra and Mizoram. Okay, everyone. Karnataka, Maharashtra, I'm doing taxable. Here I'm doing non-taxable. Here 10 lakh, here 8 lakh. Can you tell me number one step, everyone? Aggregate turnover. How much? 18 lakh. Can you tell me applicable aggregate turnover limit? What is? Okay. Huh. What is the applicable aggregate turnover, everyone? How much? Sure. Okay. 1 minute. Maharashtra, what is the limit? Manipur, non-taxable. What will you do? Dash. And non-taxable, so you will not take registration only, no? What is the limit applicable? Have I crossed 20 lakh? If you have not crossed, will you take any registration? Got it? Sure, everyone. Will you guys be able to do it? I'll give you three states and check once. Did you understand or not? Okay. I am doing, people, I am there in Karnataka also. I am there in Maharashtra also. I am there in Manipur also. Can a company do business from three places? Under my PAN number, I am doing. Here I am doing taxable. Here I am doing non-taxable. Here I am doing taxable. Turnover. Now, see, if you know the steps, no one can cheat you. You will be able to understand. See here. First, turnover, 5 lakh. I'm writing random. Okay? Number one step, what will you do? In your exam, they will give you a question like this. You have to convert it into a table. What is aggregate turnover? 25 lakhs. Okay. Number two, what will you do? Applicable aggregate turnover. What is applicable? Number one, Karnataka, 20 lakhs. Non-taxable, taxable, sure, limit, 10 lakh. Second step done. Third, have you crossed? Yes. Yes, if it is the answer. You should take from which state? From where you are doing? Where will you take registration? Karnataka and Manipur. Will you take from Maharashtra? You only think Maharashtra, alcohol, non-taxable, no GST only. Why should I take? Are we all 100% clear? Did you guys settle down with the concept? Sure, everyone. Chalo. People, please come back to your book. Now, before I go ahead and talk a little more, I will give you 2 minutes break to talk and then we'll continue. Okay, everyone? People watching at home, I'll pause the video. 2 minutes break. Let's continue. Everyone over here now listen. How much I taught you till now? I have taught you state, you have to say taxable, non-taxable, and whether you are required registration, not required registration. That I have taught you till now, right, everyone? Now, to teach you little more on it, I first have to go ahead and teach you about those people who are not required registration and those people who are required compulsory registration. Now, listen. First, I'll teach you about those people who are required compulsory registration. Those people who are required what registration, everyone? Compulsory. It means 1 rupee ka turnover also. You will be required to take compulsory registration. See what they are telling. Notwithstanding anything containing in section number 21. It means what is told in section number 21 that when you cross turnover of 20 lakh, put that in the dustbin. They are telling following persons are required compulsory registration. Number one. And you know what? When we are reading section number 24, section number 24, we have to read along with section number 23. Because if you don't know 23, then you will not understand 24. To learn 22 completely, you should know first 24, then you should know 23, and then you will learn 22. Are we clear? So let's go ahead. So now to learn 24, we should know 23. So first let's learn 23, then 24, and then we'll come back to 22. What is 23 telling? 23 says, who are the people who are not required registration? People, aram se relax, sit and listen. Don't sleep. Who are the people who are required, who are not required registration? Number one, any person, any person exclusively engaged in supplying of goods, services, or both that are not liable to tax. People, I am selling milk, milkman, every day morning selling milk and coming. Is there any GST I have to collect and pay? Will I take registration? My turnover is 5 crore. Will I take registration? My turnover is 100 crore. Will I take registration? Array, when I don't have to pay anything, why will I take? Or if I am supplying wholly exempt supply. For an example, I am giving only house on rent. As of now, you know only one exempt supply, which is giving house on rent. I gave residential house on rent. I will never have to collect any GST and pay. When I don't have to pay any GST, will I ever take registration? No. I am selling only alcohol. Will I ever take registration? No. I am selling only petrol. Where do I have to take any registration? No. Why? Array, when you don't have to pay only, why will you take registration? Can I ask you one question, everyone? This is my shop. Okay, everyone. What do I do? My work is to sell. Both the handmade bottles are there, drinking also and selling also. My shop is alcoholic liquor for human. Okay, everyone. Next. Now, for an example, for an example, Karan came. He told, sir, I want alcohol. I told, okay, Karan, take alcohol. I gave him alcohol ka bottle. My question over here, I question, everyone listen carefully. My question over here is, I am in the state of Karnataka. For an example, as of now, you know the limit only 20 lakh. There is limit of 40 lakh also, which I'll talk later. But only for understanding purpose, I'm telling. For an example, I am selling alcohol and I am there in the state of, no, I'll take Puducherry. Okay, everyone? I am selling alcohol and my turnover from alcohol is 50 lakh rupees. Am I required registration? Think and tell. I am selling only alcohol. Am I required registration? You know, Karan told, sir, give me some peanuts also. Everyone, alcoholic liquor, Peanut is what? Taxable. Listen, sir. So this is my turnover of non-taxable supply, and then I also sold what? Peanuts, which is taxable supply, 50,000 rupees. Now my question is, what is my aggregate turnover? Aggregate turnover is 50.5 lakh. Sure, everyone. Am I required to take registration? Limit is 20 lakh. Am I required to take registration? Think and tell me. Why? Because you are not required registration if you are doing exclusively engaged in supplying of those goods which are not liable. In this case, what will happen? No, my turnover is 50.5. On alcohol, when I'm selling, I will not collect and pay. But when I'm selling peanut, when I cross 20 lakh, if I'm selling peanut, I have to collect GST and pay. Because aggregate turnover includes taxable also and non-taxable. Did you guys get my point over here? Sure, everyone. Did you get the thought? Paka. It means you know what I will do. I'll tell you when you know what practically people do. When Karan will ask peanut, no, I'll tell you, give the bottle also, get out. People will not sell peanuts and all. They will sell also, no, they will not show that sale. Because they will say, sir, we are so only selling what? Alcohol, and our turnover is 5 crore, but only alcohol. 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees ka peanut they will sell and they will take GST registration. They don't do it practically. But actually, if you see, if you are selling taxable and non-taxable together, then you will have to see, then you will not come under 23, you will come under 22, where you have to first see the aggregate turnover. If it is more than registration limit on taxable supply, you have to collect GST and pay. Did you guys get this thought? I will ask you one more question. I am selling petrol. I am selling petrol. My turnover with petrol is 5 crore. Only non-taxable supply I am selling. I am in the state of Karnataka. I am there in the state of Puducherry, for an example. My question is, am I required registration? Sure. Yes or no? No. Why? Exclusively non-taxable supply. I was selling petrol. My turnover is 20 lakh rupees. You know, in the petrol pump, Shell petrol pump, for example, they sell chips, small items also so that people can eat. That is taxable or non-taxable? In the petrol pump, they sell lubricant oil also. If you want that small packets will be there, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 1,000 rupees ka, you can buy that lubricant oil also. That is taxable or non-taxable? Now you sold taxable supply also 1 lakh rupees. What is your agree? Now, people, 1 minute. Are you coming in 23 anymore? Are you exclusively non-taxable supply ka supplier? No. Which section will you come now? 22, 1. Can you tell me your aggregate turnover? 21 lakh. Are you required registration? What is the applicable? Okay, first we calculated aggregate. Second, what is the applicable aggregate turnover? 20 lakh. Have I crossed 20 lakh? Do I have to take registration? When I take registration, will I collect GST on petrol? Then only on the other item I should collect and pay. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead? Let's go ahead. Everyone over here now. People, petrol bunk. People here. Petrol bunk selling only petrol and diesel. Taxable, non-taxable. Registration not required. Next, petrol bunk selling engine oil and food item along with petrol. Registration will be required, but when you cross aggregate turnover, because now registration will be required as per section number 21. People here, you don't go here and there. You see no. Till the time you will search in your book, we will complete only. Correct no? See on the board aram se. It is there in your book. Shop supplying alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Not required. Shop supplying alcoholic liquor plus snacks. You have to see aggregate work. Then he will be required. Can I see? Go ahead. Okay. Are we clear with this, everyone? First one. First one, are we 100% clear? Can I move ahead? Next. People who are talking last bench. Baba, see on the board. Here. The second is agriculturist. Who is an agriculturist? A person who grows from the land, basically who is sweating, growing and selling. Government is selling. If you are an agriculturist, if you grow anything and you sell, we don't want GST. Government is selling. Agriculturist will not come under GST because government that time they say agriculturist comes under GST. Baba, there will be fights across the country. So government told, okay, agriculturist, we don't want GST. Are we clear? Now listen. Who is an agriculturist? I have agricultural land. You know that? I have one agricultural land. Okay? Am I an agriculturist or I am a teacher? Just because you have an agricultural land, can you become an agriculturist? No. An agriculturist means what? Whatever is written in red, no. Whatever is written in red, that is the meaning of agriculturist. See over here, everyone. They are telling if you are a individual or a HUF, might be me, I'm working in my field. HUF means I took my family and my kids, I told work. You can imagine everyone. I am working in the field, working, sweating. I told, hey, family, come. All of you work. Kids are working, wife is working, everyone is working. Okay? And we are doing what? Cultivation of land. We are doing, it means we are sweating. Cultivation, full cultivating the land. Either I am doing by my own labor or I told, hey, family, come work. Family labor or by servants on wages or by hired laborers under family or personal supervision. People who is an agriculturist, individual or an HUF. Either he himself is sweating or his family is also sweating or he and his family are doing supervision and people are sweating. Because what they are telling is either you can get it done by servants on wages or by hired labor. You can hire the laborer but under personal or family supervision. It means you should be sweating. You should see they are working or not. So who is an agriculturist? Agriculturist means an individual or a HUF who does what? Cultivation of land. Either himself sweating, either he himself is sweating, or family is working, or servants are have come on wages. I have hired them and they are sweating. And me and my family are watching, supervising. Then I am an agriculturist. Do you guys agree with me? Now, what they are telling is this was the definition. What they are telling, if you are an agriculturist, and to the extent of supply of produce out of cultivation of land, whatever you cultivate and you sell, you will not be required registration. My question is, I am an agriculturist. Take everyone. Now I became a chartered accountant, but I thought, no, I don't want to do any work and all. I will go to my village, take one agricultural land and do work over there. I will take my family also. They will also do cultivation and we will eat. And we are selling for 5 crore rupees goods. Is GST applicable on me? Might be. I am growing almonds. Almonds pe GST is there. But still, do I have to take registration? Do I have to charge GST? No. An agriculturist can grow whatever he wants. He will grow and he will sell. And he will not be required to take any registration. Are we clear? To the extent you cultivate and you sell, you will not be required to take any registration. Are we clear? But tell me one thing, everyone. Okay, everyone, here. Listen, I am an agriculturist. What do I do, everyone? I do cultivation of supposingly alus. Are alus, you know alus? Potatoes. Okay, everyone, very good. My English is little bad. Okay, this is potato. Okay, everyone. What do? I grow potatoes and I sell. 5 crore ka potato selling. GST will come? No. Are Baba, agriculturists who are doing agriculture, no, they are not poor. You don't think they are poor. Not everyone is poor. Are you guys able to understand? It is sometime that rain did not came, some problem happened. Otherwise, agriculturists don't have to pay income tax, no GST, but too much hard work is there. You should always Motivate all the agriculturists. They are always very hardworking. What we are doing, Aram se AC mein sitting. But you should see the hard work of an agriculturist. Everyone listen here now. Okay, leave all those things. Now, supposingly, I am an agriculturist. Okay? Morning I go, I grow potatoes and I sell. Then I come to class and I teach. Am I an agriculturist only? 20 lakh rupees ka agriculture ka produce, 10 lakh rupees class ka sale. Now which section I will come into? 22, 1. What is my aggregate turnover? This is my agriculture ka turnover. In agriculture ka turnover, do I have to pay any GST? No. This teaching ka turnover, Baba potatoes, for an example, exempt supply. As of now, potato pay supposedly there is no GST. Okay? Actually in the whole world, there are lakhs of items which are sold. So as a teacher also, we don't remember the rates. There is a list which is given. You have to search in the list. As of now, I'm telling potato is an exempt supply. Okay, everyone, which I believe because vegetables are exempted. Next, I am going ahead and teaching as well. Teaching the rate of teaching is a taxable supply. What is my aggregate turnover? My question over here: do I have to take registration? I am there in the state of supposedly Puducherry. What is the limit applicable? Have I crossed 20 lakh? Do I have to take registration? On which GST? On which I will collect GST and pay? Over story. Understood? Ask you now. Agriculturist people, you know what? Agriculturist may did they say that you have to own the land or you can take it on rent or anything? It can be my land. It can be rented land. You have to sweat. You have to do what? Cultivate and sell. Only then you are an agriculturist. I own a land and I do cultivation. My turnover is 5 crore. Do I have to take registration? I will do cultivation and sell. Am I required? Okay. Agriculturist takes a land on rent and does rent pay I took and I did cultivation. Am I an agriculturist? Yes. It is not necessary that you have to own a land. Do you think a farmer always owns a land? No. Am I required? No. Agriculturist takes a land on rent and cultivation done by servants. Not required. But servants ko supervision you should do. Agriculturist does cultivation plus also runs a dairy farm where you are selling paneer. Are you guys able to understand? You are doing taxable also and non-taxable also. People, you are doing taxable. Sorry, you are doing agriculturist. You are being an agriculturist. You are producing and selling also, and you are selling other taxable items also. Which section you will come into? Section number 22. If you cross 20 lakh registration, you have to collect and pay only on what? Only on that supply which is not your agricultural produce. Because whatever you grow and you sell, you don't have to charge any GST. So here you will be required. Is my point clear? People, I have given one question down. See the example and read it once. 5.5. Read it. People, what is it telling? Deshbandhu is an agriculturist engaged in cultivation of wheat in the state of Punjab. He has exclusively engaged in supplying of wheat. Thus, he is not liable to take registration as he is engaged in produce out of cultivation of land. In the current year, this year, he decides to start trading in rice. Means he is telling, I will buy and sell. Trading means buying and selling. He is not telling, I will cultivate and sell. He is telling, I will. Trading means buying and. Apart from supplying his wheat produce, his turnover in the current year is 32 lakh from producing wheat and 9 lakh from trading rice. You know, Punjab mein registration limit is 40. I will teach you later. Okay? Punjab mein registration limit is 40. It will come. First, we have to learn 24 and then I will go back. Now, since he is supplying in trading of rice also, he is not covered in 23. Do you guys agree with me? Because if you are doing only produce out of cultivation of land, then you are an agriculturist, 23 not required. But if you do any additional thing with that, then you will come in 22. We will see your turnover now. Agriculture ka turnover, will it also be included in the turnover? Can I go ahead, everyone? The threshold limit for registration applicable to a person exclusively engaged in supplying of goods in the state of Punjab is 40 lakh. Okay, everyone, as of now you think, okay, 40 lakh. The aggregate turnover of Deshbandhu is 41, which exceeds the limit. He is liable for registration. My question, will he collect GST on 32 lakh or he will collect only on 9 lakh and pay? 9 lakh and pay. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. Are we clear with 1 and 2? This one you don't cut. I am cutting. You will not understand now. I'll let you grow up little and then I'll explain. Now, people, can you see section number 23.2? What is section number 23.2 telling? People, what did I teach you till now? I told registration. In registration, I told section number 22. 1. A person is liable. Who is liable? Supplier. When his aggregate turnover crosses 20 lakh or special category state. This much only I teach you till now. Then I taught you section number 23.1. 23.1 told if you are supplying non-taxable supply, only exempt supply, nil rated supply, when you are not liable to pay anything only, you will not take any registration. A, B. Who is not required? Agriculturist. Agriculturist is also not required to take any registration if he is growing and selling. People, who is an agriculturist? A person who is an individual or HUF who does cultivation of land, either own labor or family labor, or he and family are watching and people are working. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, listen. Section number 23 has 23.2 also. What is section number 23.2 telling? Section number 23.2 says, people listen. Section number 23.2 is telling that government has the power that government can notify category of person who will be exempted from registration. It means 23.2 May government has the power that government can issue what? Notification. And government can say these people are not required to take registration. Are we clear? You know, section number 23 ka power, when does government use? I will show you now. Come on the right side. Government told, first line, if you are making interstate taxable supply, you will be required compulsory. Who are the people requiring compulsory registration? If you are doing what supply? Interstate. One state to another state. So if I am supplying from one state to another state, I have to take compulsory registration. Do you guys agree with me? So everyone over here. So if I am a seller of goods from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, do I have to wait for 20 lakh limit or compulsorily I should take registration? Compulsory. I am selling goods from Karnataka to Maharashtra. Am I required compulsory registration? Yes. I am going ahead and giving my services from Karnataka to Delhi. Am I required registration? Compulsory. Yes. But then some people went and cried. They told, sir, we are handicraft supplier. We are handicraft supplier, sir. We are in Rajasthan. And now just imagine, sir, in Rajasthan, who will buy our product? Baba, Rajasthan ka people, what will they say? Hey, this handicraft item, this to we see every day. Who will buy handicraft item of Rajasthan? The people who are in outside state. Now this handicraft supplier went and told the government, sir, if we are going to sell outside the state, you are telling compulsory registration. It means take registration, take input, charge output, set off, pay balance, file return. Sir, we are poor people. You are telling 1 rupee ka sale also if you did it this year, you have to take registration, you have to take input, you have to charge GST, you have to set off, you have to pay balance, you have to file GST return. Sir, please leave us. Whenever such kind of request comes, no, government uses the power. Where is the power? To exempt people. Where is the power to exempt people? Section number 23, 2. Then government can use this power and say, okay, see here everyone, exemption I will give you. And government exempted handicraft supplier or craftsman goods ka supplier. What do you mean by handicraft, everyone? Which is made by hand, predominantly by hand. Craftsman means some machine might be also used. But what government is telling is it should be predominantly made by hand. What do you mean by predominantly made by hand? Mainly it should be made by hand. Mainly it should be made by hand. It means more than 50% of it. Predominantly means more than 50% should be by hand. Are we clear, everyone? Please be very careful. Now, when I say predominant, who is dominating? Hand. And they are telling, so if you are making handicraft or craftsman goods, then you will be exempted up to 20 lakh, and in M square NT how much? 10 lakh. So people, tell me one thing. I am in the state of Karnataka and I am selling goods to the neighboring state mobile phone. Am I required compulsory registration? Over, Baba, over. You are required compulsory. Will you wait for 20 lakh aggregate turnover? Nothing. You sell from one state to another, gone. Compulsory. Are we clear, everyone? So whenever you are selling goods from one state to another, you are required compulsory registration. Are we clear? Next. Okay, so if I tell you interstate supplier, interstate supplier can be of two types. Supplier of goods, supplier of service. Do you guys agree with me? What did they say? Compulsory registration, compulsory registration. But then some people cried. So they told, okay, fine. If you are a supplier of goods, which is handicraft or craftsman, then you will be given the limit. What is the limit? What is the limit? 20 lakhs. M square NT, how much is the limit? Other states, what is the limit? They are telling, supposingly I am from Rajasthan. I am selling handicraft goods. Can I sell from one state to another? Yes. Till what limit I don't have to take registration? So only handicraft goods wala or craftsman goods wala was given exemption up to 20 lakhs or 10 lakh. Government gave this exemption by using which power? 23(2). Because section number 23(2), government has the power. So people, government has the power to notify category of person who will be exempt from registration. Are we clear? Next. Everyone listen. Supplier of service is required compulsory registration. If I am supplying from one state to another, I got a client from Delhi. He told Ramesh, sir, can you file my GST return? I filed his GST return. He is in Delhi. Supply is interstate supply. Do you guys agree with me? I supplied interstate supply. He gave me 500 rupees. Gone. Compulsory registration. Correct? No. Interstate supplier of service. Compulsory. We went and tried. Sir, we are, sir, poor people. Up to 20 lakh, 10 lakh. Leave us also. If we are in the state of M square NT, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura. Till what limit I will not take registration? If I am in other state. So again, government used the power. Government used the power under 23(2) and told if you are a supplier of service, you are exempt from registration under up to 20 lakh or 10 lakh. Now I'll ask you one question. Then who are required compulsory registration? Supplier of goods, other goods. What are other goods, everyone? Mobile, bottle. If you are selling from one state to another, you are required compulsory. Is my point clear to all? See. I'll ask you. I am supplying from one state to another. Mobile phone. Mobile phone. Compulsory registration. I am selling from one state to another state. Laptop, compulsory registration. I am selling from one state to another state. Handicraft goods. How much? Up to what limit? 20 lakh. I don't have to take any registration. Can I go ahead, everyone? I am going ahead and giving services from one state to another state. I am giving services from one state to another state. Government told 23 to you are exempted from registration up to 20 lakh or 10 lakh. So if I am a chartered accountant giving services from Karnataka to Delhi, exemption up to what limit, everyone? 20 lakh. Are we clear, everyone? After I cross 20 lakh, I have to take registration. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? I have written both the points here only. See, person making interstate supply is required compulsory. So just tell me one thing. If there is a shopkeeper and he is selling from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, will limit be applicable? Or will you see his limit or you will tell I compulsory registration? Louder, everyone. Okay. If there is a shopkeeper, he is selling handicraft goods which are predominantly made by machine. Compulsory. A shopkeeper is making craftsman goods predominantly made by hand. Then you will give him limit of 20 lakh rupees. If you are in Manipur, 10 lakh. Can I go ahead? I am a supplier of service, chartered accountant, giving services to Delhi also. Limit up to 20 lakh. I am a chartered accountant, only supplying services in Karnataka. What is the limit for me? Did you guys get it? Am I required compulsory? No. Is my point clear to all? Please tell me if you guys are clear. See, read this first one and tell me if you guys are clear. Then I will go ahead. People, what is the first person who is required compulsory registration? Interstate supplier of goods. Correct? Interstate supplier of service, not required. Exempted under 23. Two, interstate supplier of goods, which is handicraft goods, which are mainly made by hand, also exempted up to 20 lakh or 10 lakh. Are we 100% clear with this? Can I go ahead? Let's move to the next one, everyone. Casual, taxable person. Who is casual, everyone? Who is coming late to class? Casually, they will come. Casually, they will sit, not understand anything, and go home. Who are these people, everyone? Casual, taxable person. Here. The definition is given of a casual taxable person. First, you understand who is a casual taxable person. Casual. He is very casual. What do you mean by this? Sir, he is very casual with classes. Sometime he comes, sometime he does not come, sometime he comes late. Are you guys able to understand? Are I'll tell you. You know, these exhibitions are there. Exhibition. What happens in exhibition? Ram is a sari seller in Delhi. People, Ram is a sari seller in Delhi. He came to know Karnataka mein one exhibition is going on. He came to Karnataka. Casually he came. Casually he will sell for 1 week and casually he go back. Correct or not? Karnataka government is selling beta. Supposingly, there is a people listen. Trade fair. Everyone here. There is a trade fair. One came Ram. One came from one state. Everyone was given small shop. Correct. One Hari came. Have you been to a trade fair, everyone? Exhibition and all. One came Sonu. One came Monu. Okay, everyone. All these people came from other states. In exhibition, what will they do? One is selling Punjab ka saul. One is selling Rajasthan ka des. One is selling this item. These people, what they have done? They came to Karnataka, did business in Karnataka for 1 week, and they will run away. Karnataka government is telling, hey, you came to Karnataka, sometime you did business and you will go away. They are telling, sir, our turnover is not crossing 20 lakh. Why should we pay registration? Why should we take? Government says, beta, you are very casual. You are going to every state. You know what you will do? You will come to Karnataka, make 2 3 lakh a sale, run away. Then next month you will go to Delhi, make 2 3 lakh a sale, run away. Then next month you will go to Assam, make 2 3 lakh a sale, run away. You don't have any. How will we come to know when you cross 20 lakh also? That's why government told, if you have a fixed shop and you are sitting in a shop and doing business, then for you limit is always 20 or 10. But you should not supply interstate. Then compulsory. But supposingly I'm a sari dealer in Delhi. Okay, everyone. Now I thought Karnataka mein there is a trade fair. Casually I will go. Casually I'll sell. Casually I'll come back. Government is selling better if you are very casual. That state which you are going, people, that state which you are going, you should take compulsory registration. Then only do business. When you are coming back, cancel your registration and come back. It means the people who are coming from other state to one state to do casually business for 1 week, 10 days, might be Diwali is there. They will come, they will sell their goods and run away. Tent they have put, they are selling crackers and they will run away. They are casual in our state. Have they come and taken a fixed shop? Have they come and taken a fixed shop, everyone? People, I am asking you only. Yes or no? No. So if they have not taken a fixed shop in Karnataka, they will be called as what, everyone? Casual taxable person. You remember, casually they will come, casually sell, casually go. Government says casually you take registration also. Everyone see here. What do you mean by a casual taxable person? A person who occasionally undertakes transaction involving supply of goods, services, or both. Who occasionally, he is not, occasionally he came, okay, in the course or furtherance of his business. It means that's his business. For an example, there is a person who sells sari. Occasionally, he goes to other states where there are business exhibition. He will sell and he will go back. So, for an example, I am the sari seller of Delhi. In Delhi, I am doing business. My business is to sell sari. Might be my turnover has not crossed 20 lakh. But if I casually go to other state, might be for 1 week, 10 days, and I come back and I'm going to do business over there, government says where you are going for an exhibition or casually you are going for 1 week, 10 days to sell goods over there, where you did not take a shop over there, then you should take a compulsory registration, which is a casual taxable person ka registration. See here, this is okay, this you leave it. In the state, people, what is it telling everyone? A person who occasionally undertakes transaction of goods, services, or both in the course of his business in a state where he has no fixed place of business. What do you mean by he has no fixed place of business? It means he came to Karnataka, he took a temporary shop only for 1 week, 10 days, maximum is 90 days. He has come casually. He's telling, sir, I have not come over here to take a fixed shop and I want to sit and do business over here. No. Are we clear, everyone? So in this scenario, government says you are a casual taxable person. And what is the best example of a casual taxable person? People who come in exhibition. They have come casually, they will do business and go away. Government says you must take what, everyone? Compulsory registration. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. So if you are a casual taxable person and you are doing taxable, people, if I'm doing non-taxable, if you are doing taxable supply, you will be required compulsory registration. My question, Ram of Bihar came to Bangalore to do business. Okay? In Bangalore, he is going to do business for 1 week and he is going to go away. Is he a casual taxable person in Bangalore? Is he required compulsory registration? I will tell you one example now. You know, casual taxable person, mostly there are many people who come with handicraft goods. For an example, you will see in exhibition, Haryana se people have come. They have come from, for an example, Assam. They have come from Rajasthan to sell their handicraft goods. To sell their handicraft goods. And they have come to Karnataka. Do you guys agree with me? If you are going from one state to another state as a casual taxable person, you have to take compulsory. Do you guys agree with me? The government went ahead and told, if you are going from one state to another state and you are a handicraft supplier, Then they started, sir, we are going to other state for earning little and you are telling compulsory registration. It means we have to collect GST, input, set off, output pay, sir. Please leave us. So again, government gave exemption to whom? Casual taxable person exempted. Which are casual taxable person exempt? Who is making interstate taxable supply of handicraft goods up to what limit? So if you are coming from any other state other than M square and T, then till 20 lakh you don't have to take registration. And if you are coming from M square and T, are we clear everyone? I will show you. Okay, tell me one thing. Casual taxable person selling handicraft goods. People, limit 20 lakh or casual taxable person selling other goods. Compulsory. Story over everyone. Chalo, I'll ask you one or two questions and then we'll go ahead. People, everyone on the board. People on the board. Mr. Q, a casual taxable person of Gujarat, is a trader of taxable notified handicraft goods. People, handicraft goods. It makes supplies to the state of Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Andhra. People, he is doing interstate. Turnover is 18 lakh. 1 minute. Explain the provision for registration of casual taxable person under GST. People, tell me one thing. If I am a seller of handicraft goods, supposingly in Gujarat, ठीक है, I am going supposingly to trade fair and I went to Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, and they are telling your total turnover might be you're selling in Gujarat also. Here you went to business exhibitions and you sold. Your total turnover is how much? 18 lakh. My question is, what is the limit applicable? What is the limit applicable for you? Are you required compulsory registration? No. Examine whether Q is required to register or not. What will you say? A casual taxable person is required to obtain compulsory registration irrespective of turnover. However, a threshold limit of 20 lakh and 10 lakh in case of special category state. Which are the special category state? M square NT is available for registered person who is making interstate supply of handicraft goods and is availing the benefit of exemption available to interstate above mentioned up to a turnover of. So what they are telling is you don't have to write so much. You could have written you don't know this now. You leave it. You first tell me generally a casual taxable person is required compulsory. Then you say, however, if a casual taxable person is supplying handicraft goods, then he is exempted up to 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Are we clear? Sir, PAN, e-way bill. Arey Baba, you are kids now. You leave it now. When you learn e-way bill chapter, then you will understand this. Don't worry. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Thus, first he wrote the law. Now what will you say? In the given case, since Q is engaged in supplying handicraft goods and its aggregate turnover does not exceed, he will not be registering as he fulfills other condition. Other condition, hold it. Are we clear with this? Can I go ahead? Next. What will be your answer if Q makes trading in taxable notified product? Taxable, taxable product, everyone, instead of notified handicraft goods. He's not selling handicraft. He's selling other goods, which involves 75% machine. Aha. I told you, handicraft is which handicraft always? Mainly by hand. What will happen in this? Casual taxable person selling other goods. Compulsory. In this case, Mr. Q is trading in notified product which is predominantly made by machine. He is not eligible for exemption from registration and needs to take compulsory Did you guys understand both of them, everyone? Chalo. Everyone over here now. Okay. People, enough. Chalo. Third one, everyone. People, what did I teach you till now? Revising is very important so that you can remember things. Number one, registration में I taught you section number 22, I taught you 23, and I taught you 22 में I told supplier will be liable when his aggregate turnover crosses 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs. 23 everyone. One who is not required registration. If you are selling non-taxable supply, wholly exempt, nil rated, you are not required to pay only. Why will you take registration? Secondly, agriculturist who is growing and cultivating and selling either by own labor or family labor. He and family are standing and people are working. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. 23, 1A and B was this. 23, 2 is what, everyone? If any person who is notified, government can notify people who will be exempt from registration. This has to be read with 24. In 24, we learned the first one. If you are doing interstate supply of goods or service, compulsory. But then in goods, they told handicraft wala and craftsman exempted up to 20 lakhs or 10 lakh. Supplier of service, 20 lakh or 10 lakh. If I am selling other goods, everyone, compulsory. Second one, everyone, if you are a casual taxable person, you are required compulsory. But then handicraft and craftsman wala goods exempted. Actually, there are notified handicraft goods which are there. But you don't have to remember the list of the notified goods. So you can remember handicraft goods which are mainly made by hand. If it is mainly made by machine, then compulsory. Let's go ahead to the third one, everyone. People, I will draw. You tell me who is this, okay? Who is this, everyone? Baba, huh? Right? You are telling my wife, Baba, if wife, then hairs will come no like this. No, this is Baba, this is known as a recovery agent, Wasuli. If you don't give people, you know Wasuli Mama, if you don't give bank a loan, they will come. Listen now. Everyone over here, people, you know what a bank does is bank, financial institution, people in practical life, Wasulis are very good people. Just imagine someone's brother is a Wasuli. They will come and tell, sir, you drew my brother like this. Baba, only for classroom purpose. My drawing is little bad, so you ignore. Okay, everyone. Actually, Wasulis are very good people, nice, smart people. Okay, everyone. Only for classroom purpose. Disclaimer given. Okay, everyone here now. What I am telling is, listen. What happens if bank somebody is not paying loan? No, they will go and make their chutney, give loan. Why are you not giving? So don't you think? People listen. These people actually are giving services to the bank. Are yes or no? Bank will give them commission on every wasuli. Wasuli means how much they recover from people. So these people are known as recovery agent. Recovery. Now everyone, he is the supplier, right? He is the supplier of service. Who is the recipient? Bank is the bank hired him and told, sir, you please give us the service. You make his chutney, sir. He's not giving money. Correct? And bank told, we will pay you commission. Everyone, I want to ask you one thing. If he is giving services and bank is paying him commission, when should he take registration? When should he take registration? When his turnover process 20 lakh or 10 lakh. It means what you are telling is bank will give him GST and he will give GST to bank government. Government is telling Baba, Wasuli se taking GST is not possible. So what government does is government says whenever recovery agent, people, I gave you many examples of RCM. I'm giving you one more example of RCM. Whenever government sees recovery, government is very scared. Government says, oh, recovery is not possible. Taking recovery say GST is not possible. So government says whenever he will give services to the bank, no, hey bank, listen, people here, bank, you don't pay him GST. You pay the GST under RCM. I gave you one more example today morning. Company go when director is giving services, company has to pay GST under RCM. Always remember one thing. Whenever he'll give services to the bank, no, even though banker turnover is not 20 lakh, even though bank is not registered, but because this service pay reverse charge mechanism is applicable, bank has to take registration and pay the GST under RCM. I'll give you one more example. People here. So bank has to take what everyone? Compulsory registration under section number 24. Compulsory registration under section number 24. Is this point clear to all? Because how will you pay otherwise? How will you pay? I'll ask you one more thing. Director, supplier gave services to the company. Company has to pay the GST under RCM. Sir, where is this told? You are telling RCM, RCM. We will come. We will go ahead and understand what services pay RCM is applicable. Okay, everyone. And here you will see a lot of services are there, correct? In that, one is recovery agent giving services to bank. Bank has to pay GST under RCM. Did I tell you about director? Director giving services to a company. Company has to pay the GST under RCM. So whenever, everyone, whenever reverse charge mechanism you have to pay GST in all this scenario, which we will learn later. We will learn later. Whenever you have to pay GST under RCM, even though your turnover is less than 20 lakh, but just because you have to pay the tax, you have to take compulsory registration. Can I go ahead, everyone? Yes, madam. Are we clear? Are you only? What are you thinking? Clear? Can I go ahead? Then smile. No. Why are you so sad? Can we go ahead, everyone? Here. People, is this point clear to all? So whichever, okay, tell me one thing. You imported services from outside India. Are you required to pay GST under RCM business entity? Yes. How will you pay? By taking registration. That's all that section number 24 is telling. See, if you have to pay tax under RCM, you please take compulsory. Now tell me one thing. In case of recovery, who will pay the tax? Always, right? So recoveries went and told the government, sir, in our case though, always bank is paying. So even if I cross a turnover of 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 50 lakh, do I have to take registration? Government told, why will you? Sir, you are our boss. You don't take registration. Government told what? See, when always bank is going to pay, bank will take compulsory. And government told this recovery, hey, recovery, even if your turnover crosses 20 lakh and 10 lakh, no, you are exempted. You are exempted from registration. Why everyone? Because always who is going to pay? Bank. I give you director wala example, no? If director is there, director is giving services to a company, who will pay the GST? Supplier, recipient, who will pay the GST? Company will pay the GST under. Can you tell me who has to take compulsory registration? Compulsory registration under section number. Sure. Who will be exempted from registration? A director. Always. See, you tell me one thing. I am giving services to company. Company is paying the GST. Do I ever have to pay GST? I will take registration. Government ka server mein I will put all my document. File nil return. File return. Do time pass. Government is telling I don't want time pass people. Correct or not, everyone? So government told when company will pay GST, I already got my GST on the director ka sir. People, government is selling what? Director, you gave the service, company paid the GST. Story over. I don't have any business with you. Government is telling I don't know you. You don't take registration. So government exempted them from registration only. No registration is required. Did you guys get it? And I wrote this line over here that if you are a person who is making taxable supply, where always the tax is payable under, Arey, if I am giving you service where you are only going to pay the tax, should I take registration? What is that need? I don't have to take any registration. Is my point clear to all? Everyone straight? Are we all clear till here? Can we go ahead? Next. Everyone over here now. You come 10 minutes late also. Do I say anything? Then everyone on the board now. The next one is non-resident taxable person making taxable supply. Last point I will explain, then I will give a break. Listen. You remember casual taxable person? Casual taxable person was coming from other state. Non-resident will come from other country. Government is telling if you are coming from other country and you are going to do business in India casually. Casually means you don't have a shop also in India. You don't have a residence also in India. You will run away after doing business. Correct or not? So government says them as non-resident taxable person. Who is a casual taxable person? Who is coming from other state. And NRTP comes from other. And in India, he does not have a fixed shop also. He does not have a residence also. Then he is called as what everyone? Non-resident taxable person. Indian government is telling, Indian government is telling, when you are coming from other country and doing business in our country, you will first have to take, you are coming temporarily, right? See, if you are coming to India, you took a fixed shop and then you are going to do business, then you take on 20 lakh, 10 lakh, etc. But if you are casually coming from other country and you will do business in India and you will run away, then government says you are a casual taxable person, but we will not give you name of casual taxable person because you are coming from other country. We will give you the name as non-resident taxable person. And if you are coming from other country and you are going to do business, might be for 1 week, you came for an exhibition in India, you will run away. Government is telling our people are doing business, running away, we are not able to catch. You will come, do business and you will run away. How will we come and catch you? Correct or not? So government says if you are coming from other country into our country temporarily, you are not taking a fixed shop in India, you don't have a residence in India, then how will we catch you? So if you are temporarily coming into India, occasionally, might be one big exhibition is there in Delhi. Germany say one person came, he will do business for 1 week and run away. Government says, beta, first you take registration in India, then you do business. When you are going, no, cancel your registration and get lost. Are we clear? So if a person is coming from other country casually for 1 week also, 10 days also, 1 month also, he did not take any shop in India. He is a non-resident taxable person. He should take compulsory. Baba, non-resident NRTP के लिए no handicraft is sold. Compulsory means compulsory. Sir, that person got German handicraft. Compulsory. Indian government is supporting Indian handicraft people. Outside India, say if you are getting handicraft and all, there is no exemption. People, listen. No chucha you do. I will still teach only. Everyone here, what do you mean by NRTP? Non-resident taxable person. It means any person who occasionally undertakes transaction involving goods, services, or both. This you leave it now. But who has no fixed place of business in India or even residence. If he has fixed place, then they can catch him. Shop is there. If he has a residence, they can catch his family member. So they are telling if you don't have a shop also in India, you don't have a residence also. If you are coming from other country occasionally, you are not coming permanently. You are just coming for the time being, for some time. Then you are a NRTP and you are required to take compulsory registration. Are we all 100% clear till here, everyone? Can you tell me who are the people who are required compulsory registration? Number one, interstate supplier of goods. Other than handicraft goods. Services wala? No. He is also exempted up to 20 or 10. Second, casual taxable person or non-resident taxable person. But casual taxable person के लिए they have exempted up to handicraft or craftsman wala up to 20 lakh or third. If I am taking any goods or I am taking any service on which I have to pay tax under reverse charge, my turnover is only 2 lakhs. Still I have to take registration because how will I pay GST otherwise? I have to take compulsory. Are we clear? And once you come under registration, no, all provisions will apply on you. Now, whatever you are selling also, collect GST. I take ITC, set off, everything will happen. So even if you take some services from a person, which I have to pay GST under RCM, I have to take compulsory. Are we all 100% clear till here, everyone? Let's take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we'll resume our discussion. Let's take a break, everyone.